I don't want to do this anymore. Again, tell me when I'm telling lies. Keep that vibe going, guys. That Ass Packer Grand Poobah vibe. Thank you, Ass Packer. If you can get these dumb motherfuckers to pony up the dough, why the hell not? All right, get ready to watch the most cringeworthy 9 seconds of your entire life. Okay, this is from Real Media Player. Oh, he's not a steel toe guy. Because you have to get the internet. There's no getting the internet. They get to...
Who has to get the internet?
I got the internet
of the week.
going nuts.
Unbelievable. I don't think we can top last night. And I don't know if we can top this morning. You guys are back to perfect. And we're 2 goals away from 7 straight perfect weeks of the toe. Oh, man. You guys just keep lighting it up. And this week, the mornings and the evenings have been doing pretty well. I mean, look, got to give the mornings their credit. Outside of Monday, it's been easy. There's been no asking. They got within $50 in the first hour today. There was yesterday, it went really smooth. You guys, of course, have been ridiculously good. You're starting 15 ahead for tonight. Thank you very much for that. 185 is the number. But look, we win tonight. We win tomorrow. It's another perfect week for the toe, and that's number 7 in a row. And thank you guys so much for making this thing such an easy ship to run these last few months. What an unbelievable day. What an unbelievable steel toe day it was today. We got a little bit of attention. Again, I don't want attention for crushing Tom Myers and making him rage quit a stream by just goofing and playing with him. There is going to be a theme of tonight's show, and that is a lot of people, I use the line, and I'll use it again. Why do they come to me to die? I don't ask them to. I don't get involved in their business. They come to me. They go, we got this guy. And then I go, aha, loser. And then they melt down and lose their shit. Melton's the toughest of them because he's been losing his mind for 2 years thinking he's got me every time. He's got that Wile E. Coyote energy. And I just go, meep, meep. And he often turns red and gives himself black eyes, punching himself in the face. Then you've got this Tom Myers guy who, we tripled his audience today. We sent our fans over there. We tripled his audience. And he responds, instead of talking to us, he tries to write notes. And so we just wrote notes back, and naturally mine were funnier. I have to say, I'm a cheeky boy. And then he rage quit his stream. Like a bitch. Again, these people are always like, and then I had another guy losing his mind on my phone on me today. And I keep going back to the same thing with these people. I go, you came to me. I didn't seek you out. One of these guys wrote an article about me, and I talked about the article on the show, and now there's at least someone pretending to be him. It's either someone pretending to be him or it is him, and he's losing his mind. And he starts blowing up this guy, the last text he sent me 4 1 or 2 paragraph texts in a row. And I was just like, I think we might want to give this guy a breather. Telling me I'm a drug trafficker and all this shit. I'm like, this guy's lost his shit. And so he either is that guy or he's someone pretending. If it's someone pretending to be that guy, I think either way, I should probably call that company tomorrow and just warn them. Be like, you got someone pretending to be one of your middle management people? And if it is one of your middle management people, get him some counseling or something, because on the topic of steel toe and Aaron, he's really upset. He called me are there 4 or 5 phone calls on my phone today? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, there's 2 on that one. 4. Okay, so there's 4 phone calls in a row. Just one after the other, and then text and text and text. Really weird shit. So all these guys start coming to me. And then when I go, when I respond to them and I just go, I'm either a smartass or I go, I don't know what you want from me. They get madder. And they're like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I mean, I have it right here. You came to me. I don't know what you wrote an article about me and I commented on the article. It apparently upset you greatly. And then you blow up my phone and go nuts on me. I'll get into that a little bit later today because it kind of ties in to the golf thing. It's really weird. Like, I don't know what I do to people. I don't know. Because I just kind of think everybody understands this is a show. Like, we're having a good time. We're just being silly. Some people, it's life or death to them. It's like I worry that these people watch pro wrestling. And when they watch pro wrestling, they think it's real. No, Renegger, the guy who I threatened to dox his number was Dinosaur Fuel. Dinosaur Fuel was offering to give us $500 for our golf tournament. And so I playfully said, I can just give your number out live on the air. Somebody can tell you that was Dinosaur Fuel. That was a different guy. No, this is somebody else. And I'm going to assume, just like with the April thing, just like the thing from a few days ago on PayPal, I don't think it's the real person. I think it's someone pretending to be them. Just like I don't think someone was really April on PayPal. I think that was someone pretending to get people riled up and talking, but who knows? I ain't going to respond. And then, like, with this person, it's got to be someone pretending to be them. Because if it's not, it's someone I know, and they're kind of losing it. Like, I've kind of, again, another person that I've sort of broken. We'll get to that later. We had a bunch of really generous audience members today who made a lot of generous donations to the program, and they did it as a way of saying, Aaron, we want you to throw a golf tournament this year. Do the golf tournament. So I said, all right. And they start throwing money at us. And I'm like, all right, we get the goal down to 100 in the first hour. I'll call today on a golf tournament. And then we knock it out like immediately. You guys, the morning even caught up with what we missed on Monday. So we did a 5-hour show. It was a lot of fun. I start calling golf courses today, and I've narrowed it down to 2. And one of them was really helpful in like getting me a list of the places that were perfect for a tournament. And I talked to a few dignitaries that could come out, see which dates work for them. And we're thinking either July 25th. I want to do it on a Friday, if that works for everybody. Everybody can take the day off, and we can do the golf tournament on a Friday. I'm thinking either May 30th or July 25th. Because we get, like I said, May 30th, July 25th. I kind of want to tie it in with the anniversary weekend, which would be, it's going to have to be in July this year because of Stoney's schedule. I kind of want to make it a 2-day event. I think that would be fun. Golf tournament on Friday. And then Saturday we got, the Stoney's thing. No, Cockdiff, that's not going to happen because we've already talked about that. That's, believe it or not, dude, that's remarkably easy to deal with. They are not a threat. Not a problem. And that is a dare, by the way. So I got that all done. And then we had the Tom Myers thing. That was a lot of fun today. But then, yeah, like I said, this guy pretending to be, I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt and say he's not this crazy. But remember one of the middle management people at Town Square, Paul Shay, wrote an article about Steel Toe. He wrote an article about, the felony being dropped and, this deal we're working on and everything, which is going very well. And it was all very positive. It was all very nice. Somebody in the radio business said, Aaron, I feel like these guys are all testing the waters to see what kind of numbers you're pulling on clicks. And I was like, that's very flattering. That sounds good. And they are. I mean, there's no other reason to report on it other than Steel Toe gets you the numbers. I mean, and I think when you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar like that, when you claim you don't like someone, because there's no love lost between that company and me and that company. We used to beat them up in the ratings really bad. We used to badmouth a lot of their talent. If he's probably really close with that Dave Overland, who a mortal curse. I mean, I'm not saying Dave Overland could ever do anything to me, but I feel like there's part of him that's like, God, on sight with that guy. Like, he really mortal hatred, like wild. He did not take the radio razzing very well because we kicked their ass so bad on the Loon back in the day, he lost his morning show. Poor guy. I mean, but that ain't my fault. Like, that's the thing. These guys all come to me, and then when they fail, they blame me. And it's like, I can't be the first person who's ever told you you weren't good at this. And, like, again, if this is Paul blowing up my phone today, which I don't think it is, because the last time he texted me was March 4th at 8:44 a.m. He wrote, "Love you, brother. Keep your head up." So, and I don't have any texts with him before that. That's the first text I have in the text chain between the two of us. Love you, brother. Keep your head up. Now, how you would go from that to 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I want to clear things up. Tell the truth on the air. And then just, I'll get to the rest of the text a little bit later. And like just losing his mind, wanting to come on the show, like just calling and wanting to come on the show. It's got to be someone pretending to be him, because otherwise that's a real psychotic like leap. So that was a weird deal. Now, and there's very little history after high school between the two of us. Back in like 2022 or 2023, we were at a buddy's wedding, and towards the end of the wedding, my buddy tells me, "Hey, Paul Shay wants you to get in touch with him about radio." And I said, okay. So I sent him a text. I said something like, "What do you think about Steel Toe returning to radio?" Now, I'm not a big Town Square guy, so that probably wouldn't have happened regardless. But we'd been drinking. It was a wedding. We were having fun. My buddy told me to write to him. I wrote. It was the groom who told me to write. So if the groom's going to tell you what to do, you do what the groom tells you. Well, then, like a few weeks ago, somebody on Facebook who works for that company said, "Would you contact our people? I think you should. If you're talking to these other radio companies, at least talk to ours." I don't know if I ever sent a message. I think I told the guy I would, but I don't. If I did, I did, but I'm not sure I did. It certainly wasn't a text because I don't have any texts here. So I get a text from him. It says, "Love you, brother. Keep your head up." And then after that, he starts blowing up my phone today. Nothing until then. Starts blowing up my phone today. "Call me back on air. It's Paul. I want to clear things up. I think you're lying on air. Tell the truth on air. Figures." And so I waited until after the show because I didn't recognize the number, so I'm not going to just answer some stranger so they can yell the N-word or something. Happens all the time, believe it or not, on this program. So I wrote him back and I said, "Are you drinking?" Because I'm like, this is pretty manic behavior. Like, this is ex-girlfriend type shit. Blowing up the phone and sending, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 texts in a row, 6 texts in a row. After the last one was, "Love you, brother. Keep your head up." So I said, "You drinking? Why don't you get a show on one of your stations and lay it all out? You used my show for clout, not the other way around. Own it." And that's the fact. They wrote an article about Steel Toe because it would get them more. Nobody goes to WJON.com. Nobody goes to 98country.com. So he said, "Okay, man," and he put "man" in quotes, which is weird. I'm not trans, I swear. "If you Google your name, you will see that nobody is after your so-called clout." And I told him there is a guy on the internet who literally owes his ability to pay his mortgage to my clout. Like, Patrick Melton can't pay his bills without Steel Toe. So let's take it easy on that. So he then starts writing these big paragraphs. He goes, "I don't blame you for not picking up. You don't want the truth out there, but it is out there. You just want to gaslight those who listen to you." And again, I'm like, you wrote about me. I have no thoughts. I have no opinions until you wrote an article about me. So I didn't respond to that. And he goes, "Speaking of asking nicely." Oh, I said, "If you would have asked nice, I'd have been glad to help you out with your little story." So that's me kind of being like, run along. Just, not good at taking the hint, this guy. And again, I don't think this is Paul, because this is mental behavior, and I don't think you can be a middle manager, even at a radio station, if you've got this crazy of brain going on. "Speaking of asking nicely, maybe you should have asked nicely instead of sending me a message out of nowhere that says, 'Should we talk about Steel Toe's return to radio?'" Again, shit-faced at a wedding. The groom says, "You should talk to Paul." The groom was insistent. He's like, he wants you to talk to him about you doing a radio show. I'm like, all right, I'll do it for you. So just hold on a second, buddy. So he said, no, I said, you wrote a story about me. I figured you needed my help. Also, earlier this month, someone asked me to send you a message. Sorry, geez, if this is you, because I really don't think this is him. I said, take it easy, get back to work, try to relax. And then, again, a guy who called me 4 times in a row and sent 6 text messages goes, here's your usual tactic of trying to figure out people's emotional state to try and change the course of conversation. Mother, I'm trying to get you off the phone. I don't really want to talk to you. Again, you wrote an article about me. I responded. You blew up my phone. Apparently, I upset you greatly. And now I'm trying to say, hey, why don't you go back to work? Like, why don't you, sit this one out? This is what you do. Try to get out of conversations with crazy people? Yes, generally, that's what I try to do. So I wrote to him. I said, you came to me. I didn't come to you. I'm sorry for whatever I did. I mean this. Take care of yourself. And then I get another giant paragraph. Nobody told you to reach out to me. That's a lie. Just like you said you were hoping that you could have put in your own words a statement to go along with the article. Well, I know he's not a journalist, whoever this person is, but typically when someone writes a story, they go to the source and get a quote. I was also kind of being a dick, but whatever. Too bad the article wasn't written by a female with a high school girl mentality that you can manipulate. Now, this is another reason why I hope it's not him. Because that's a kind of a sexist, shitty, I hope that's not how he feels about women who work in the company he works for. I mean, I feel that way, but I'm not, I came to you to discuss the truth on the air since you want to put lie on the air. I think he means lies, not like the chemical. About any interaction we have ever had. We said hi at a wedding, and I sent you a text at the groom's behalf, and then a few years later, you wrote an article about me. 2 of them, actually. Like, this is insanity. So I said, get a show. Also, the article thing was sarcasm, because I was like, I can help you out with your little article. I don't care what you write. I know you need traffic. I'm sorry you used me for attention, and you got it. Have a good day. You should be happy. And that was my last one. Then he starts saying that the only traffic somebody would want from you would be the drug trafficking you were involved in, which, if that's a public statement, it's mighty actionable. Speaking of psychotic, you really should do away with trying to evaluate other people. I'm a judgy bitch. What do you want from me? I do evaluate crazy people who call me 4 times and send me 6 text messages. Bro, if you can't handle the people you write articles about having an opinion about the article, maybe you should try to find a different line of work. That's all. It takes a real ass clown. Not an ass clown. Oh my goodness. To do what you did and expose your children in the process. Yeah, no shit. What are you, a fucking year late to the party? I believe I've been saying that for a solid year now. Take care of your... Now, he did end it on a positive note. He ended it on a friendly note. And this is where I think we can be friends and we can bury this thing. He wrote, take care of yourself and good luck with the goals. Thank you. So, I hope that's not him. I hope that's not Paul Shay. I really don't. But if it is, that's mental, dude. Let's go to... there's something about a charity. Aaron, charity money for veterans. Do you have proof you gave it? Oh, yeah. We gave it, 2021? It was, oh, God, I can dig through the numbers. But, yeah, we gave quite a bit of money to, I know we did annual drives for the disabled American veterans with the game store in town. So we've got a bunch of those, but, you can look up the pictures of those online. I think that crowd, Kloppo, I think they're getting really desperate, and I think this shows. I think They've been taking some serious L's from the toe lately, and they're kind of spiraling. Let's go to Link to the Jake. He says, God damn it, Aaron, did you break another dude's heart? It's very true. It is kind of funny that it's kind of funny that that you can tell they're running out of shit and it's starting to bug them a little bit. No, look, JH, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there's other people in this universe having sex with each other. That is none of my business, my man. None of my business. Buffalo Jockey with $1 says, gay people seem to argue a lot. I get dragged into the game. I'm not a willing participant in the game. KJ Fury with $5 says, let's go big toe. I like that. I like being the big toe. 180 away from today's goal. Go ahead and fire in. Throw it in there. We've got 2 goals left for the week. And we have 2 goals left for the week. And this is the last evening show goal of the week. Yeah. JH says Aaron is a crossfire victim of the day. Yeah, I think that's it. Landers says, actual steel toe fan says, you were #1 on the local radio and have been mired in controversy. I thought we will see more article. I mean, I was on the goddamn local news on Fox 9, for God's sake. I think that's probably big enough. I mean, I was on the television evening news and probably will be again after all the shit talking I've done to them. I think a lot of these people, they're used to just saying shit, and then people either blowing a gasket and getting mad, or they're used to people like ignoring it. They're not used to people like me who just laugh at them. And I think that's difficult. Funeral Director with $2 says, big fan, but today seems like a master class of cope. Oh, I disagree, Funeral Director. If I'm giving you that vibe, I apologize. I'm feeling very good about today. Except for maybe the need to up my security a little bit. That's people are getting a little weird around me. But no, I'm sorry, Funeral Director. Maybe you and I have different immersion levels in the internet, but that's not what I'm seeing. I have a hard time believing, like where I come from, if someone calls you 4 times in a row and texts you 6 times in a row, they're either jealous ex or they're a crazy person coping. I don't understand how I can be the person who has all this stuff come to me and then I just flick it off of me and have fun with it. I don't understand how that... maybe you can break it down for me. The chat doesn't seem to agree with you. I certainly don't, but I have open ears. Let's go to Sean Strickland at Popeyes. Here we go, boys and girls. Let's get into some real content tonight. I'm tired of backhanding people.
All right, guys, here we are. We're at the Popeyes, and I'm a white man, and I don't know the love of chicken. And I want the love of chicken, so I come to the Popeyes. So am I going to like it? I think you're going to like it. All right, so
Isn't it fun when white people just go into like predominantly black places and just make everybody uncomfortable?
time to experience.
Must be moving up in weight.
Experience what black man experiences.
Wait, stepped all over that, Aaron, you hack.
Time to experience what black man experiences.
Time to experience what a black man experiences. Does this mean he's going to start up his car and floor it away from people looking to collect for child support? See, now this is not funny. We should not rewind this and keep playing that part. Let's not do that. Showing up 15 minutes late for work. Never mind. See, this is not what we should be doing right now with this. I'm definitely not going to close this down and go into the chat before we continue with this video because I feel like that's just inviting trouble.
It's a shot.
Now someone's going to take his sneakers, knock him out, and then stomp on his head while he's on the ground. Is that? And Sean Strickland was just hit with a stray bullet. All right, let's go here. Let's go to the chat really quick. I don't want to do this. Hello, Black. I'd like some chicken like you blacks eat. Right? Sleeping until your eyes are tired of being closed. That's You dude writes, an insatiable love for malt liquor and menthol cigarettes. All right, this is getting a little. Oh. Sam Show says, stray bullet. He ain't a 5-year-old. Oh. My lost interest and Gray Duckling at the same time. Gray Duckling with $5. Yeah. Chirp. My lost interest. It would be funnier if he let his smoke detector battery go dead. He just wants to experience what a black man experiences. Guys, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. This is disgusting. Thank you, Gray Duckling, for the $5. 170 away from tonight. Keep it going. Thank you guys very much. You're very generous. Let's pop in and knock out that final evening goal of the week. $2 from Loaded Wrench says, made me check on my bike. Buffalo Jockey writes, his credit just dropped by 300 points. Fucking mean. This isn't what he meant, you guys. He meant trying Popeye's chicken. Can we continue, please? Can we do that? You just put the car in your mom's name? I didn't want to keep doing this. I can't help. Some would say I'm a slave to this bit. You're exchanging your EBT cards for cash? Sorry, I don't want to go back in. Let's not go back into the chat. Let's not do that. Let's not go back into the chat. Kipcast says, you just didn't pay child support? I see. It's not okay. Twitch Chad says he smells now. That, like, for some reason, that's the most racist thing that anyone sent in tonight. Cottonwoods just writes, oh, well, I mean, let's, make it difficult. Q Money said he just dyed his rent money on Jordans and weed. Sam Show says whole truck full of shea butter. God damn it. All right, can we let Sean Strickland get back to, again, talking about Popeye's chicken? And type 2 diabetes. Oh, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that right off the bat, but you got to get the experience right. Buffalo Jockey with $1 says he now has a fat white girl that's 30 pounds overweight and a Metro PCS phone. Until then, 165 away from tonight. Guys, let's knock it out. Let's call it a win for the toe. Let's make our last one a good one for this week. So moving on from her, I'm really upset well, not upset, but I don't know. I'm a little disappointed that nobody's bothered to throw the little blurry bars up on that woman's tits while she's running through the airport. Oh, by the way, Gray Duckling did throw in $5 tonight. That puts him at 180. He's now, I can do this, $30 behind People Pleaser for first place. Doorman's in third at $100. Schweitz is in fourth at 65. Miss Tay with $14.99. Did you get my email? Ruh-roh. Let's see. No. Zenman Bill. I got one from Zenman Builds. No. Oh, I haven't cleaned out my. I got one from No Pen 15. Tronanon. No. I do not have one from you. Aaron Imholt Radio at gmail.com, Miss Tay. And thank you for the $15. That puts you at 65, even though it's your funny money. And that puts you tied with Schweitz for fourth place. Thank you, Miss Tay. I appreciate it. It also puts us 155 away from tonight's goal. I like it, guys. Keep going. Throw in $5 or $10 while declaring you are SP Articus. Because then everybody wins. You get to have a little fun. I get to make money. And you know me, by the time it gets to Wednesday night, I'm JoJo, the happy Indian boy with my shiny new pet. And my shiny new pet is a 7th week of fully knocked out goals. We made up for Monday this morning. Took a little longer, but we got it done. I'm going to say this. Tonight I'm excited. And then tomorrow I'm going to be excited. If we knock out today, is that your email? Yes. Thank you, dear. Appreciate that. So, what is it, 145 away from tonight? Let's do that. TDR Shit Show with $10 says just tuned in. Don't know what you're talking about, but haven't donated in a while. So here's a 10, and f*** you, your show sucks. New Boot Goofing. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you. And we're 125 away from tonight's goal. Go ahead and knock it out. Thank you very much. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats. We're knocking on the door. Thank you, guys. I earned it. 125 away, guys. What do you say we all gang up on that PayPal and that Venmo? Let's treat it like it's a middle school teacher with terrible tits. And let's gangbang that goal out of existence. Thank you, boys and girls. Did you see this douchebag? SP sends me $2 and says, "Why is Amber sending you alerts?" It's just beehole pics. That's all it is. It's just beehole pics, honey. Don't worry about it. It's just, the ones you don't like sending because you said you found them tawdry and uncouth. Amber's a freak with a really weird butthole. I told her my name was Harry Sisson and that we should save the rainforest, and she was all over it. It's crazy. All right, guys. 125 away from today. Keep going. This is the last evening show of the week, and if we can knock out this last goal, we've had a perfect week of evening shows, and it has been, I think, like 3 weeks since you guys have even needed that last 5 minutes. Now, we do have 25 minutes till we get to that part, so we might need it tonight, but I still have a great feeling about where things are going. 125 is the number. Throw in a couple of bucks. It all adds up. I appreciate it. We're doing well, guys. I got to say, we are doing well, and I'm very happy, and I'm very thankful, and I appreciate you guys. Hey, remember when we said 23andMe was filing for bankruptcy? And there, I gave him what he wanted. $105 away from tonight's goal. Keep going, guys. I'm loving it. I'm very happy with where you guys are at. We got 23 minutes to finish it up. Let's knock out that last 105 and call it another win for the toe. Sanford's son with $5 says, "Rally up, fellas. Pay him more than $50 to not show the photos." Ooh, I like this. All right, Sanford's son wants us to show the Scream Mask gangbang teacher photos. What do you think? We'll give them until 7:45. We'll put 8 minutes on the clock, and I just put up 9 fingers because I'm a fucking retard. Please don't clip me going, "We'll put 8 minutes on the clock." Could we not do that? Oh, shit. So what Sanford's son is saying is, if you guys get under $50 in the next 7 minutes, this many, then I won't show the photos. But if at 7:45 we are not under $50, this is the Sanford Son Challenge, we're going to show the photos. Let me just look at them real quick first. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, why don't you, tell you what, why don't you guys get within $50 and we don't have to do all 19 of these pictures? 19 pictures, by the way. I'm just letting you know. 19 pictures is what you're dealing with. $100 away from tonight's goal. Sanford's son says, you get to 50 and I don't show him. You don't get to 50. I got to honor his $20 wish and show those photos. Ugh. All right, let's go into a little more. We got a bunch more stuff. Oh, Ryobi actually sent me $95 away from tonight's goal. I got bad news, guys. $95 away from tonight's goal. Sanford's son says if you got within 50, I didn't have to show the gangbang teacher videos. Or videos. pictures. You guys did not get within $50. I'm sorry. So here we go. Let's Brittany Fortenberry. More like Brittany Fort, am I right? Here we go. This is the teacher that made the kids bang her with the Scream mask on. There's your girl. This isn't the worst picture of her I've ever seen. Let's keep. No. And then you consider what a fucking creep she is on top of that, and the Scream mask and everything else. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. $75 away from tonight's goal. You guys have it right down there, man. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships. Lock it down, finish it up in about 2 minutes. We're going to rattle the cans. Let me let you know what we've got here for overtime. We got that Bonnie Blue story. She sparked more outrage after. But before we get to any of that, let's go ahead and do this thing. Let's do it. Uh-oh, we triggered Coach with our show today. Sorry, Coach. I'm sorry, but like, my line of getting shit right, it has a way higher accuracy than your guys' wishful thinking that you seethe about when you're wrong. I'm sorry. If it upsets you, you can always take off. You can always leave. But if you're going to come here, we're going to give you the truth. And I know when you live in a bubble, that's uncomfortable. Guys, let's rally up and knock out that last 75. Try not to make Coach cry. He seems like he's close to tears. 75. Yeah, Taste Fairy Ialto says, Coach, imagine caring. That's the biggest one. $75 away from today's show, away from today's goal, and 30 minutes of overtime on the line. We are perfect. We knocked out that 60 from Monday on this morning's show. Let's keep it that way. 7 weeks of perfection on the line. If we knock out tonight and we knock out tomorrow, it's all good. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Now people are telling the coach to get a life. Let's not worry about the coach. Look, he's taking his L for tonight. Let's go ahead and knock out the 75. Let's call it a win. Let's move this thing forward into overtime and keep that 7 weeks nice and in the, what do you call it, the windshield and not the rear view. All right, guys, 4 minutes to go. Let's do this thing. Kloppo says, Coach, if you can't do it for yourself, do it for the children. Do it for the children. Just don't cry. All right, everybody, we're throwing in 5 or 10. This is an easy one to handle. There's $10 from Walter. Thank you, Walter. $65 away from tonight. Keep her going. Now we can do this thing 5, 10, maybe 2 at a time even. $65 away from tonight's goal. Let's keep going. 3.5 minutes left to go. $65 away from perfection in the evening shows. Keep it going. Off we go. Very, very close. Just another night where you guys kind of casually dropped it down just a little bit at a time. Couple 10s here, a couple 20s there, but for the most part, just dropping it down. Dive Bar says, Night Crew screws the pooch. Tune in at 10, 74.20. I don't think the night show is going to screw the pooch. I think they still got it. $65 away from tonight. All the links are in the chat. Show up, drop a few bucks in, wave on your way out, and say thanks, Toe. We got 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes away and $65 from knocking it out. Of course, if you guys get it inside of 50, we put another 30 minutes on the clock, and we ask you again. Let's hammer out $65. So close, tantalizingly close, on the day where we got back to perfection. And, of course, all evening tonight, we didn't have to ask. We didn't have to pretty pleased with cherries on top. You guys spoil us on these evening shows. We're spoiled. Plenty of content, plenty of stuff to talk about, plenty of stuff left over for tonight. So let's keep it going. Let's throw that rally in. We've got 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes left to go. No MSO. We're not celebrating yet. Somebody drops in 20 and we've already bought ourselves a little extra time. So let's just, it's coming. It's coming. The rally's on its way. They want to hear about all the Alarix with $10. Good to see you, Alarix. $10 coming in from him. That puts us 55 away from tonight. Attaboy. Attaboy. Minute and a half left to go. $55 away from tonight's goal. Keep it going. Hustle up. Throw in a few more. And it's another win for the toe. All right, we got a refresh. And the refresh says, 1-2 skip to my Lou with $10. And the rest I'm supposed to read to myself. And I will. $45 away. Let's finish it up. Let's finish it up. $45 left. 1 minute. We're officially at the 1 minute mark. 1 minute to go and $45 away. Let's take a look. 20 cents from Jeremy. He says, here's a 20. That's a different kind of 20. Kyle with $25 says, for the goal. $25 coming in. Holy shit. $20 away from tonight. And we've got 35 seconds left to go. Holy shit, they're coming in quicker than I can swipe them here. Oh, my goodness. We've got Adam Simon. Oh, shit. Thank you, Adam. $6. He says, fake anonymous. I don't know. I screwed that one up. My bad. So now that puts us 15. That puts us $7 away from tonight's goal. Sanford's son with $10 says, hey, test. That teacher will pay you enough goals for a perfect week. Still pass? No, then I'd take it. I mean, then I'm a complete but I'm definitely taking it. McBuster says, Coach kissed Toe's ass. Yeah, I think Coach, he comes in here, he gets burned up pretty regularly, but, you know, he's a good sport. He comes in, he takes his beating, and he'll be back. Again, tonight it was, I literally read text messages, and people got triggered over it. Do not say my name, $10. All right, guys, there it is. Thank you very much. Play the music. Well, not the music. Play the sounder.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
And there it is. Another win for the toe. Little combination of PayPal, Venmo, and Rumble on that one. Thank you guys so much. And nice and easy this evening, guys. I tell you what, you got it down to double digits by the 5-minute mark without us asking. And then at the 5-minute mark, you closed it out. Guys, you're still the best. You're still the best. And with the exception of Monday, the morning and the evening shows have been linked. They've done a great job. So, again, thank you guys so much. Let's close it out strong tomorrow morning. And it's another perfect week. 7 in a row. Bonnie, God, I hate Bonnie. Hey, let's pick on a guy for a little bit because their show sucks or they don't do a show or they're not any good. Like, subscribe, share, the whole thing.